Hallo, heute geht es weiter mit dem Twin Mirror Let's Play. Joa, da vorne steht jemand und ich glaube, wir müssen da rein.
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later.
Umschalttaste links, um schneller zu laufen. Jetzt läuft er hier voll cool durch die
Yes,
Gegend.
the cat food is under the sink. Yes, it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you, even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do. Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
Tagebuch aktualisiert. Ja. Was haben wir denn hier draußen Schönes? Ein Zeitungskasten. Können wir uns eine Zeitung nehmen?
I haven't read an issue of this paper since I left. I wonder how they've been doing without me.
Oh, sorry. Zeitung. Ach so.
Must have been a hard issue to write.
Ich hatte jetzt keine Lust mehr, das durchzulesen. So, wir gehen jetzt hier rein in die Kneipe. Ups. Na, ich muss erstmal wieder mit der Steuerung klarkommen.
Here we go.
Vor allem auch seine Antwort. Ich habe in Erinnerungen geschwelgt. Der war doch völlig weggetreten. Über Stunden hinweg. Das nennt man in Erinnerung schwelgen. Es lädt. La 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 la. Und wie war euer Wochenende so? Meins war ganz gut. Hätte aber schöneres Wetter sein können. Dafür ist heute aber schönes Wetter. Und passend zum schönen Wetter habe ich mich heute ausgesperrt. Coal Miners Haven.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires. Would that mean you couldn't leave town? And you are leaving town right after this, right? As if you aren't.
Nee,
Nick's memory only goes so far.
darauf lasse ich mich gar nicht erst ein. Tüh.
That's what I thought.
Come on, it ain't worth it. Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
Durch seine bloße Anwesenheit, ja. Ich gehe, sobald ich kann. Er hat angefangen. Ich bin nur wegen Nick hier. Oh, wer ist denn Nick jetzt nochmal? Ist egal, ich sag das einfach.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Ach so.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
Okay, dann schauen wir mal. Ach nee, mit denen will ich jetzt nicht reden, die sind doof. Die sind doch voll doof, Mann. Sitzeckentisch. Wurde schon seit Jahrzehnten nicht ersetzt.
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Ah ja.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
Wie fanden Sie ihn? Es war wohl Recherche. Ich will nicht
It took reading thousands of public records, but a pattern emerged of willful negligence.
You are a bulldog. A dangerous man to anyone using power to exploit others.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Ach, schöne Blümchen. Helfen die wirklich irgendjemandem? Naja, der Optik vielleicht.
Should I have brought flowers? Do people expect me to? Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
Ich bin genauso überrascht wie du. Mein Beileid wegen Nick. Es ist gut, dich zu sehen.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town, all right?
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Festpinnen. Was ist das? Gedankenpalast. Aha. Warum sieht das in meinem Gehirn nicht so aus, wenn ich mich erinnere? Und ich habe auch nicht so eine coolen Effekte auf meinem Körper.
You're a lot like Pac-Man, Sam.
I consume everything in my path?
You find every last bite. The mine closing wasn't your fault. Your investigation just hurried things up. You probably saved some lives, you know.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Muley.
You piece of
Language.
Is that a wedding ring?
I didn't know you were thinking about marriage.
Oh, it's just... It feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything. Anything but my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy. This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face.
Ah, da habe ich schon Schlimmeres gesehen. Also ich finde, das ist doch ziemlich normal.
Happier times. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Bug was so small back then. Those two were a great team. Look at us. He was more her best friend than a dad.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood? Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
Deshalb ging ich nicht fort. Ich habe meine Wette gewonnen. Mit wem hast du gewettet?
Well, Dennis, I won the bet I had with myself that you'd be an asshole right off the bat.
That was a safe bet.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you've been.
Oh, scheiße.
Really good.
Ich wollte eigentlich was anderes
Go for
nehmen.
another master's.
So you don't have a clue what to do with yourself. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that you were staying here.
Der schreibt ja oft Tagebuch. Wie öffne ich das eigentlich? Wahrscheinlich mit Tab oder
No more than
irgendwas.
3,000 milligrams.
Aber ich werde jetzt erstmal mit ihr sprechen. Na, ja, diese Steuerung. Reden.
Anna?
Sam! I've missed you. Why did it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
Na,
I won't lie. It really hurt coming back. I stopped by Lookout Point on the way here.
Sam, why'd you do that to yourself?
A desire to open old wounds. The old-timers gave me hell when I came in, too.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
I wanted to help. I was trying to make things better.
You always do. Try, at least. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. It started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
Yeah. That's, you two must be so hard.
Are you okay? You knew about us, right? He said he was gonna tell you.
Yeah, I knew, but knowing and, knowing are different.
Yeah, I guess they are. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous? Whew. Now, this is a real can of worms.
This is a wake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always...
hätte ich mal bloß nichts
I get it.
gesagt.
You're still you, huh? You'll always still be
Ich
you.
habe gar nicht darüber
Sam.
nachgedacht, dass das
I
unpassend
hope you never
sein könnte.
change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
Wo ist er denn? Wo ist er denn? Da vorne.
That's the guy who got the mine
Dennis,
closed.
mit dem haben wir schon geredet, ne? Joanne.
I didn't know you read Dickens, Ethan.
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
Not really. You just quoted him a couple of times, and I thought it sounded good.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and
Then you
still
should
can't
read
afford
Great
another employee.
Expectations. It's a masterpiece, plain and simple.
Spirituosen aus dem ganzen Land. Aha. Huch, wie kann ich denn... Wie? Ach, egal.
Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
So, wollen wir die nochmal ansprechen?
So tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but, you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you.
Ja, ich hätte die fragen sollen.
I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
So, er wollte sich doch Drinks bestellen.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel. Join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Oh, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Bier schmeckt ja auch viel besser als Schnaps.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there. With a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
Well, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
He was always good with Joan, though Kathy did the heavy lifting. Took her to school, fed her, clothed her, and Nick would pick her up. Play dad for a few hours. Mostly she'd just sit in the office drawing. He'd drop her back off with her mom after dinner.
Greater men have done far less by their daughters. The friend of man, the friend of truth. The friend of age and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed, few hearts with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this.
Burns. That from your eulogy?
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Oh, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
Put that down! Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Ethan can lose his
I wasn't
license.
doing anything! Don't touch me!
Joan!
Was sind das
Leave
für
me alone.
Spinner?
You guys are all so stupid!
You
Ich
do
dachte, er
not
hat keine
talk to
Lust zu
people that
arbeiten.
way. I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
Declan sure came at her with both barrels. Joan's tough, though. She'll be okay.
I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
Hey, I didn't ask for you to be here. To come back.
I couldn't let you miss this. You just showed up. You can't see it now, but the guilt would have eaten you alive. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in, that's progress.
Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable.
Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid.
No promises.
Ach so. Ach, die Zeit vergeht wieder viel zu schnell. Ich muss jetzt erstmal wieder die Aufnahme beenden. Aber ich versuche so schnell wie möglich eine weitere Folge aufzunehmen. Also heute habe ich auch noch ein bisschen Zeit. Vielleicht schaffe ich es ja noch, eine Folge aufzunehmen.
No, stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9? What happened last night? Oh, my head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what?
Das kann gut sein.
Ugh, I can't think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up.
Ja, Leute, es tut mir leid. Ich muss aber jetzt die Aufnahme beenden, auch wenn es gerade echt spannend ist eigentlich, aber gut. Ja, dann hoffe ich, dass euch die Folge wieder gefallen hat und ja, hoffentlich bis gleich bald. Macht's gut.